In order to train machine learning models, um, we almost have a massive paradigm shift in how we think about software. Um, since the advent of computing and software development, um, I've heard other smarter data scientists and artificial intelligence experts describe programming as micromanagement. But now with machine learning, we're actually driving towards more goal-oriented management. We're presenting information to systems and expressing the goal we want to achieve, but we're not explaining how to achieve that goal. And I think Peter Norvig spoke about this once years ago. It does change the way we think about how to build and train these solutions. It drives us towards a more experiment-driven approach, where initially we might try to design and train a model, and more importantly, we establish the criteria in which to evaluate the performance of that model. But then we track that experimentation and see how well it meets those goals. And if over time, after much experimentation, we find a model that works, we might then be ready to deploy it as part of a broader business or software product solution. We use sort of best of breed deployment methods to do that, and then integrate it with that software process. But that's really not the finish line. These models do improve with more data. We do need to monitor them and see if they're operating as we expected to. But also with that additional data, we can improve them over time. And so we repeat the cycle. And probably most importantly in this process, as we've learned, and we have so many professionals in this field who are focused on this, but not only evaluate that model for performance, but fairness and health equity. We may not be able to fix everything in healthcare, but we can understand how the model outputs might affect different individuals of different protected classes, demographics, such as age, race, and gender, or gender orientation. We also are at a point in time that we're all benefiting from lots of great breakthroughs in technology and hardware, but also in models of public computing and open source tools that allow us to put together what we hope will be best of breed tools today, but also add to this collection over time, where our company has chosen to use specific cloud providers like Microsoft, but with their help, as well as the contribution of so many others in the open source community, we can use tools that allow us to manage experiments, manage data transformations, execute and run models and inference at batch, integrate it with very complex data elements like scanned document images and things like that. And more importantly, evaluate our models for bias. And so this combination of tools are the things that we use, and we're constantly iterating on this to see if there are new tools that can be added or swapped out. Again, leveraging some of the great work done by technology companies, cloud providers, but also contributions across the open source community to make this process not simply seamless, but more performant and productive and effective.